So we're filling up the truck. This is an update after my successful test into the bucket. The flow rate is great once this tower fills up. I'm having an issue where the tower is taking forever to fill up. The time is 16:14. You can see here I marked the levels in a red grease pencil. I started at 15:52. I rearranged the valve lineup and pumped off a tank full, a tower full, I guess, at 16:07, and it's now 16:14, probably 16:15. So that's how long it takes. You know, the flow rate that I'm getting gravitational wise from this tank into the flowing tower, or the pumping tower. So I think that has to do with the sock strainer filter that I installed in there. So once this tank is empty, I'm gonna take that off. I noticed it's not doing much. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but if you look through here, and this is why I made it clear so that I can analyze what's going on, but I can see little black specks flowing through, and those are the free carbons. So it's not stopping the free carbons, that sock filter. I might try something else because I do want to keep the big bits from getting into the system. I might try something else like pantyhose or something, just, you know, to give it a little bit of filtration before it gets in here to keep out the extra large bits. I don't want to get in there. I don't want to fouling up these valves because it's going to be a huge pain to take this all apart and, you know, like clear out this one valve or something. I'm not really worried about them because they go through 3 filters. They go through this wood filter and a sock filter in there, and those 2 5-micron filters. It's not a big deal, and I'm pushing it, you know, at 25 pounds of pressure, and it's definitely getting through with a sufficient flow. But again, the goal, I have it out at the truck. It wheels out here very nicely. It's plugged in, so it has the hose. It does that. So that's 2 goals that are met. The third goal is to be fast and efficient. So when I pump this down, it's fast and efficient, but to fill this tower back up is not. Ideally, I want to blow it down and then change the lineup once air issues into the filtration system. And then after the lineup is changed, I want it to, you know, fill up very rapidly so that I can get all of this out, you know, in one go within an hour. You know, that's my goal, but this is not going to happen within an hour. It's taking forever. So I'm going to deal with it for this load. I could just dump it all out the bottom and collect it from down there and then put it back in the 55-gallon drum, and then, you know, deal with the strainer situation in there and remove that and fix that. But if I do that, if I'm dumping all this oil back into that drum, then it's gonna unsettle it. It's gonna, you know, make it all gloopy and gross. All the stuff that I took the time to settle out of it is gonna get back into the mix. So then I'll have to wait to settle it again. So I'm gonna deal with this. I'm probably not gonna do an update video of exactly how long it took me, but just to know, like, gravity, even through a sock filter, is gonna take a long time. To deal with that, because I'm outside next to my vehicle and I have leaves and stuff falling, you know, like all this stuff is coming out of the trees. I don't want that inside the top of my unit here, so I just put this trash can lid over it temporarily, kind of as a foreign material exclusion, FME, so the, you know, if leaves and stuff fall on top of there, it's not going to go inside. Which wouldn't really hurt it. It'll just float on top, and, you know, I can strain it out, whatever. I can get it out of there. It's not going to get through the filters or anything, but I just don't want to clog up my unit because then it's more work that I have to do. So this issue I'm having, it's not flowing with gravity from this height to in here. If I had to guess where this was at based on how much came out of here, you know, it's probably at like right here and slowly filling. Not even as fast as my finger was just showing you. It's probably going not even that fast, and that's unacceptable. I want it to go much faster. So the height difference, where I'm guessing that it's at, I'm gonna install a sight glass so I can see where the level in the tank is, so that I can compare, know the fluid height pressure difference as far as gravity goes, from in here to over here, and you can see the dark line where it's at inside the tank. It's a significant difference. It's kind of pointing into the sun, but you can see up here is where it's at, and it's probably around this range of what is inside the pumping tower. It should fill much quicker than that. If I didn't have that stock filter on there and I lined it up, it would fill up very quickly, pretty much equalize within seconds. The stock filter is putting such a resistance, such a head loss on it, and that's probably why I was having such an issue with the last unit. Even after I made it bigger and put the whole house filter on there and made, you know, this guy, it should have flowed much better. Even with gravity and with that pump on there, it should have worked just as good as this, but it didn't. And I think it's because I had a sock filter and that pull strainer on the inlet. So it does work, but is it necessary? No, I think I'm going above and beyond again here, and that's why I'm creating problems for myself. So I'm going to remove that filter, put something on there that only keeps out the big bits, and then, you know, it should flow much quicker. So that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys learned something from this, and, you know, help you in your biodiesel production or whatever. I hope you have an outstanding day. I'm out.